You're looking down at a small disc made of brass-plated steel, just 17.5 millimeters across and weighing a modest 2.13 grams. But this unassuming piece of metal is part of Poland's story, a modern echo of a nation's heritage, minted in 2014 at the Royal Mint's Lanterson facility in the United Kingdom. On one side, the crowned white eagle, Poland's proud coat of arms, stands tall with the inscription Rex Pospolita Polska circling above and the date etched below, asserting the coin's identity. On the reverse, a bold numeral 2 is nestled beneath the elegant curve of an oak branch, symbolizing strength and endurance. Simple yet rich in meaning. Veronum, coins.eu, conct.com. Millions of these coins were struck, 116 million in 2014 alone, yet they remain categorized as very scarce by numismatic standards. Veronum, conct.com. They entered everyday life as change in pockets, on store counters, and in vending machines. Far from rare, they were common utilitarian currency. Reddit, +2. Reddit, +2. But therein lies the magic. Even the most ordinary items can become extraordinary when context shifts and narrative deepens. For collectors, value isn't drawn from the face value or metal content, but from condition, rarity by circumstance, and the story it carries. In uncirculated UNC condition, a 2014 2 Grosze coin might fetch up to around 80 cents according to catalog data. XF extra fine versions are closer to 24 cents, VF very fine, about 13 cents, with worn examples dropping below a dime. WorldCoinsCatalog.com. Other sources reflect a broader range across all grades, from as little as 2 cents up to 94 cents depending on state and collector demand. Veronum, +1. Imagine holding one in pristine condition, its metal gleaming, edges crisp, preserved as if freshly minted. That still wouldn't make it a fortune. Yet the fascination emerges when someone breathes narrative into it. The symbolism, the production story, the artistic craft, the national pride. That's how everyday currency can be elevated into something revered, sentimental, and ineffably precious. Let's transport the viewer. Picture the minting press clanking in Lanterson, the first brass-plated pieces emerging in early 2014, destined for Polish hands. Envision these coins slipping into wallets, transit fares, children's piggy banks, hundreds of millions exchanged hands. But then pause. Among them, a nearly flawless example survives. Imagine it resurfacing decades later, a time capsule of modern Poland, still bearing fresh luster and sharp detail. That's where the extraordinary begins. With that emotional setup, you guide the audience. Why would a coin worth under $1 be talked about like a treasure? It's not about rarity in numbers, but about rarity in condition and context. Let's say one such flawless coin reemerges, untouched by wear, telling a story of preservation against the odds, carrying layers of meaning beyond metal. And then, in that moment of heightened tension and intrigue, deliver the final line. $2 million.